It was just after midnight when the sound came. A faint metallic click from the front door. At first, I thought it was the wind, maybe a loose shutter. But then came a second sound, the unmistakable creak of hinges and the soft shuffle of footsteps on hardwood. My ranch house was dark, silent except for the hum of the fridge. Out by the fireplace, my German shepherd, Rex, lifted his head and growled. That low, rumbling growl that meant someone was where they shouldn't be. I reached over, turned off the safety on my flashlight, and whispered, "Easy, boy. Let's see who's stupid enough to sneak in here." And then, from the hallway, came a voice. "Hello? HOA security inspection." I froze, then nearly laughed. Karen. Of course it was her. Who else would have the audacity to break into my house at 1 in the morning and claim it was an inspection? Rex's ears pricked up. He was standing now, muscles tense, tail stiff. I flicked on the hall light and stepped out of the living room. There she was, HOA Karen, holding a flashlight, wearing a reflective vest, and jingling a ring of keys. "Karen," I said slowly, "what in God's name are you doing inside my house?" She jumped, dropping the flashlight. "You're home. Clearly. I was doing a welfare check," she stammered. "The HOA got reports that your property was abandoned, so I came to inspect." At midnight, she blinked, thrown off. "We do surprise inspections sometimes." "You broke in, Karen. How did you even get a key?" She held up the ring proudly. "Master HOA access set. I got copies from the community management company. They open every standard ranch lock." I couldn't help but grin. "Newsflash, this isn't part of your HOA, and you just committed breaking and entering." Her expression flickered, panic creeping in. "You can't charge me for doing my job." "Funny," I said. "I don't recall illegal trespassing being in your job description." Then Rex stepped forward, a low growl rumbling deep in his chest. His fur bristled, teeth flashing under the light. Karen stumbled back, eyes wide. "See, call him off." I crossed my arms. "He's trained to protect against intruders. If you move toward that door without my permission, he's gonna assume you're one." Rex barked. One sharp, echoing sound that made her nearly drop her keys. Okay, she squealed. "I'll leave. Just call off your monster dog." "Monster," I said, kneeling to pat Rex. "He's just doing his job. You, on the other hand, might want to start thinking about yours." Just then, headlights swept across the front windows. A sheriff's cruiser pulling into the drive. I texted Deputy Mark the moment I heard the first click at the door. He stepped in, hand on his belt, eyebrow raised. "Evening, Judge. This her again?" "Yep," I said. "Caught her breaking in with a so-called master key." Karen immediately started waving her hands. "I'm part of the HOA emergency task force. This was a sanctioned inspection." Mark looked at me. "You got her on camera?" I pointed to the blinking red light above the door. "Everything." He turned to Karen. "Ma'am, you understand that entering someone's home without permission is a felony, right?" Karen's voice dropped to a whine. "But it was for the community. His dogs could have been dangerous. What if something happened?" "Something did happen," Mark said flatly. "You broke in." Rex barked again as if agreeing. Mark sighed. "Ma'am, I'm placing you under arrest for criminal trespass and unlawful entry. You have the right to remain silent." Karen's jaw dropped. "Arrest? I'm the HOA president." "Not anymore," he said. "You're under county jurisdiction now." As he walked her out in handcuffs, she shouted over her shoulder, "You can't treat me like this. The HOA will hear about this." I called back, "Good. Maybe they'll finally change the locks." By morning, the news had spread all over the neighborhood. Turns out, Karen had been using that master key to enter multiple homes for her so-called inspections. She claimed she was checking for rule violations, but a few residents reported missing mail and tampered property. When the county prosecutor got involved, the HOA board cut ties immediately. She was fined, banned from any HOA activity for life, and placed on probation for 2 years. As for me, I upgraded every lock on my ranch, digital, steel, and coded. And Rex? He got a giant steak dinner and a shiny new collar engraved with K-9 Deputy Rex, Defender of the Ranch. Now, whenever I hear the faint jingle of keys anywhere nearby, Rex's ears perk up and he growls softly. Just a reminder that around here, we've got our own kind of security system. And every time I pass the new sign by my front gate, private property, trespassers will meet Rex, I can't help but smile, because this ranch isn't just safe. It's Karen-proof, dog fire,